Hello and welcome everyone. This is Mr. Saeed, and today we will take a lesson about capitalization and how to capitalize, when to capitalize, which one to capitalize. Let's go on and start. So capitalization, is when you change from a certain form of a letter, like we call this one. It's just a quick reminder for grade 4. So if this is capitalized, or we call it uppercase, and this one we call it lowercase, which is the small letter. Okay, let's go back. So usually we capitalize the first word in a sentence. Now, for example, if we have a sentence like I ate or I took my lunch, my food, or I took my book, let's say, then you need to capitalize the first word in the sentence. You need to capitalize it so that you have to follow the rule. Let's erase them and go back. Yeah, again, one more rule states that names of people, places, days, months, and holidays needs to be capitalized. So names of people, if your name is Ahmed, you need to capitalize it. For example, you can't write Ahmed in this way, but you have to write it this way. So this is the correct way of writing it. Well, sorry, this is the wrong way of writing it, while this one is the correct way. Places like Jeddah, for example, you have to write it in this format. You need to follow them. Okay, this is Jeddah, for example, the J has to be capitalized. Days, Monday, Sunday, Tuesday, they all need to be capitalized. Months, January, February, March, April, May, June, July, like this. They need to be capitalized. So for instance, if I want to write the month, July, it has to be capitalized. The first letter has to be capitalized. And holidays, the best example for this one is Eid. And for example, let's say Labor Day. Labor Day. You need to capitalize the first letter. You need to capitalize the first letter. Go back. An abbreviation or title of a person. Like if you want to call someone like Mr. Saeed. Okay, as we said, here this is the proper name of someone, like if his name is Saeed, and this is M has to be capitalized because this is a title of a person. This is a title of a person. This is a title. This is a title. So you need to call him Mr. or Doctor or Sir or something like that. So you have to capitalize the first letter. You need to capitalize the first letter. Let's go back. So the first word in a direct quotation, we remember last time when we talked about direct quotations, for example, he said, comma, then I have to quote, and here, I love my teacher, and then put here and unquote it. Once you open the quotation mark, you need to remember to capitalize the first letter. Capitalize the first word needs to be capitalized so that you would identify this one as a direct quotation at the same time. This is what he exactly said. This is what he exactly said. Okay. Now, let's go back. Names of work of art. Work of art we can talk about like the Mona Lisa. Mona Lisa has to be capitalized. Musical compositions like that of Beethoven, and organizations also need to be capitalized, like any kind of organization, either a school or any other company. So you need to capitalize the first letter. Both letter of state postal abbreviations, this one also needs to be capitalized, and we will talk about this. Capitalize the first word and every important word of a proper noun. Let's take this example. He was born in what's now Oklahoma. Now just remember, first you need to capitalize the first word in the sentence. 1, 2. This is a proper noun. This is a proper noun. It's a specific name for a place. A specific name for a place. So this is a proper noun. His mom or his mother was a Native American. Actually, this is also a proper adjective which needs to be capitalized American. Okay. He went to Carsley Indian School in Pennsylvania. This is also, or those has to be capitalized. This is a proper name of an organization, and this is a proper name of a place again, like Oklahoma. This is what we call Pennsylvania. This is what we call Pennsylvania. This is what we call Pennsylvania. Capitalize the first letter of an abbreviation and capitalize both letters in a state postal abbreviation. Let's see this example. 14 Columbus Street. So you need to capitalize this one. Okay, capitalize Columbus, 14 Columbus Street. All right, and capitalize the abbreviation over here also. You need to capitalize it. So remember, while capitalizing, while writing abbreviations and state postal abbreviations, you need to follow the capitalization rule. You need to follow the capitalization rule. Capitalize days of the week. Here we come to the most or the frequent words that come every now and then. We need to capitalize usually. We can all try to remember here. Everyone has to remember this. If you write Monday like this, it's completely wrong. By all means, this is wrong. But what's the correct one? Looks like this. Monday. Okay. The same thing. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. All of them has to be capitalized at the beginning of the sentence over here. Months, as we said before, all months needs to be capitalized, like January, February, March. All of them needs to be capitalized. And the same thing lies true for the holidays. Okay, for the holidays. So as you can see here, Saturday is well written. Okay, well written. September, month, holiday, Labor Day, Labor Day, Labor Day. Okay, now just see how we capitalize it. You need to remember that those are, it's a must capitalize things like Saturday, September, Labor Day. See the next rule. Capitalize titles that are used before people's names, like what we said before. If you remember, we talked about Mr. somebody, Mr. Said, Mr. Ahmed, Mr. Muhammad, like this. Everyone called Mr. Warner, Coach Warner, okay? Everyone called Mr. Warner, Coach Warner. Now, what you need to focus on is the capitalization over here. The N needs to be capitalized. Mr. Warner, this is his name. Of course, you need to capitalize it, but here you need to remember that this is what we call title. Now, some of you might be like, what's a title? Is it the title of a paragraph? No, we are talking about titles of what? Titles of human beings. Titles of human beings. Let's see if we have one more example. Don't have? It's okay. Now we need to practice a little bit here and think of which one needs to be capitalized and which one doesn't need to be capitalized. Over here, you can pause the video just for a few seconds and think. So if I were a good student, I'll think like this. Jim, yeah, this is a proper name. And again, starting of the sentence. So Jim needs to be capitalized. Thorpe, Thorpe needs to be capitalized. Was born in May. Yes, this one needs to be capitalized. And if you ask me again, why did you capitalize it, mister? It's simple, because M is name of the month, which is May. Okay, and this one needs to be capitalized. May 1887. Jim, let's see the answer together. There you, those two or three words needs to be capitalized. Jim Thorpe May needs to be capitalized. Now, the next example is like his family lived in a cabin on the North Canadian River. Okay, I'll give you half minute to think of an answer or which word needs to be capitalized. Okay, let's check. His is capitalized. Family, no. Lived, no. In a cabin, no. On the North Canadian River. Okay, this is a proper name or a noun of a place. North Canadian River. See the next example. Learn more about Thorpe at the Pro Football Hall of Fame. Again, I will give you 30 seconds to think for an answer for this one. Learn, Thorpe needs to be capitalized because it's a proper name. Pro Football Hall of Fame needs also to be capitalized. See one more example. Think which one could be capitalized. Its address is 2121 George Hallis, Dr. Canton, O. Stands for, I think 30 minutes are over. So see, it's is capitalized because this is the beginning or the starting of the sentence. Address no is no, 2121 no. George Hallis, it's a proper name of someone, yes, he has a name. Doctor, this is a title, okay, title. Canton, OH, which is an address. Okay. Well, let's go with small words like American Indian. Which one should be capitalized? Check out this one, American Indian. Indian needs to be capitalized. Chief, Black Hawk. Black Hawk. Mulch, Part, Pa, and so on. Okay, thanks for watching for the time being. If you have any question, please do not hesitate to ask. We are here to help you. Thanks a lot, everyone.